Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the channel where we don't only cover the gun news and updates, we also tell you what we're going to do about it. Thank you so much for stopping by. We have got some breaking news for you that you are going to at least, I think, be interested in. Kyrsten Sinema, Democratic senator from Arizona, has switched parties, or has she just left the Democratic Party? This is incredibly important to understand because that distinction is everything, and the filibuster hangs in the balance. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below. Let me know what you guys think, and I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this topic. Now, if you are new, we are always looking to get as many people in the fold as we can. We need to earn that subscription to help the channel grow so we can pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation, and we would love for you to jump in the trenches with us. Thank you so much for that consideration, but now let's get into what's happening with Kyrsten Sinema, again, from Arizona. This is irony of ironies because the Democrats just won control of the Senate in Georgia 2 days ago. Check this out. Kyrsten Sinema says she will leave the Democratic Party. Now that's important. That's a distinction, then join the Republicans. Check this out. The Arizona senator is registering as an independent, noting that she, quote, never fit perfectly in either national party. Now, as we go forward, I'm going to walk you through where she's going and what this means for the Democrats, for the Senate, and for the Republicans. Because she's choosing to register as an independent. That would put her in the same area as Bernie Sanders from Vermont and Angus King from Maine. So that would make 3 independent senators. Now, those votes aren't necessarily Democrat votes or Republican votes. They're up in the air, which means they get courted a little bit more. If you'll remember correctly, we remember going through Angus King and the ATF directorship around... Oh, what was that guy's name? Chipman. It was Chipman. So he was key player in that. Kind of the same things aligning here. All right, check this out. Here's what's going on from the Washington Times. Washington. Senator Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona announced on Friday that she would leave the Democratic Party and become an independent, unsettling the party divide anew just days after Democrats secured an expanded majority in the Senate. So the Democrats 2 days ago won Georgia. Now they're back at 50-50 because Kyrsten Sinema is jumping ship. A lot of people thought that Manchin would be the next one to do that. We'll talk about him in time. But the important thing here is the filibuster approach to weakening it or removing it just got almost nullified because she wasn't voting before. Check this out. Quote, I have joined the growing number of Arizonians who reject party politics by declaring my independence from the broken partisan system in Washington, she wrote in an op-ed published in the Arizona Republic. So this is coming from her. This is not a rumor. This is actually breaking. But what does this mean for Dems? Check this out. She informed Senator Chuck Schumer, the New York Democrat and majority leader, of her plans on Thursday. This is yesterday. According to a Senate Democratic aide who described the private conversation on the condition of anonymity. The aide said that Ms. Sinema would keep her committee positions through Democrats, meaning the party would still hold a one-seat edge on the panels next year, giving them new flexibility over nominations and legislation. Now, this is important because they're saying that Schumer says, well, you're still going to be in your position, you're just going to be in your party-affiliated holding places. So that means judges, that means legislation will be presumed to be controlled by Sinema. Now, does that actually mean it's going to happen? Don't know. We're going to find out. But what does this even change, if anything? And again, I'm doing this very quickly to walk you through this. Ms. Sinema has not said whether she would caucus with the Democrats, as do 2 other independent senators, Bernie Sanders of Vermont and Angus King of Maine. This is the important piece. She has not said she's going to go ahead and caucus with the Democrats. So she's definitely ruled out the Republicans, but she has not said she's caucusing with the Democrats. It looks like she's kind of making an independent play, but this is really damning if you're a Democrat who wanted more power to, abolish the filibuster. That's big. She told Politico that she would not caucus with Republicans and that her ideology and voting habits would not change, which is consistent with keeping the filibuster in place. At the White House, Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre noted Ms. Sinema's strong backing for major Biden administration initiatives such as the infrastructure package and said President Biden hoped to keep her as an ally. Now, this is important because, as you know, they passed the gun control bill through the House. They had the push for the filibuster removal. All of these things Kyrsten Sinema resisted. This is important to understand because now that she's not directly aligned with the Democratic Party, it's going to be easier for her to resist it, particularly now that it's 50-50 again in the Senate. And this is the last piece because what does this mean for the filibuster? Again, directly related to our gun rights. Democratic priorities, such as tax increases. She and Mr. Manchin killed Democratic efforts to weaken the filibuster and push through new voting rights legislation last year. Arizona Democrats symbolically censured her after her filibuster vote. The Democrats were very upset that they were not allowed to get rid of the filibuster to push through their radical left agenda, including AR bans and gun control. Now that she's not part of the Democratic Party anymore, that's going to be even harder to bring that pressure to bear because she doesn't caucus with them. And that's incredibly important because officially the Democrats are back down to 50-50 in the Senate, and they just lost any and all gains that they had from the prior midterms. That's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.